Fragrance making is also known as perfumery. This is the art and science that deals with the creation and formulation of fragrant products such as perfumes and colognes. Perfumers blend natural and synthetic aromatic ingredients to produce a desirable scent. The perfumes or fragrances in religious ceremonies, medicinal purposes, and personal adornment is evidence of how fragrance has a large impact in the development of our society and its culture. Some of the ingredients usually used in creating fragrances are essential oils and extracts, aromatic compounds, aldehydes, musk compounds, and fixatives. Fragrance making already dates back thousands of years ago and has evolved throughout different civilizations. Way back in 7000 to 4000 BCE in ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, people have already produced fragrances. They typically used myrrh, frankincense, and cedar wood to create scented oils and balms. Their products were used in religious rituals and burials. Other than ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, the production and usage of fragrances also became much more widespread in ancient Greece and Rome. Greeks used perfumes for personal adornment and religious events, while Romans used them for personal adornment only. However, Romans were more advanced in fragrance production as they even did distillation process for perfume making. The art of perfume making became widespread in the Arab world during the 8th to 14th century CE in the Islamic Golden Age. Aside from Romans, Arabs also developed advanced techniques such as steam distillation, which became revolutionary in perfumery. Perfumery gained popularity during the Renaissance period in Europe. Florence, Italy became the center of perfumery in the continent. Perfumes were typically used by noble and rich people, which is why they are often associated with luxury. To create more diverse aromas, perfumers started experimenting with different ingredients such as flowers and animal extracts. At the start of the 19th century, more advancements in methods of perfume making have been made. With the help of organic chemistry, synthesis of fragrance compounds became easier, which in turn made perfumes and colognes much more accessible and affordable. Well-known brands such as Chanel started its establishment around this time. Fragrances have been in almost every personal care product we use daily. Some notable products are perfumes, lotions and creams, and shampoos and body soaps. Aside from those, we also have deodorants, laundry products, and air fresheners.
Good day. I am Gabriel Nicole Corteza and I will be reporting about the chemistry of fragrances. Fragrances, often referred to as perfumes, are aromatic substances that captivate our sense of smell. These substances are meticulously crafted to create pleasant and enticing scents that we associate with perfumes. Now, I mentioned that these are aromatic substances, meaning that they are volatile. Now, fragrances have the power to evoke emotions, trigger memories, and enhance our overall sensory experience. But what composes a perfume? First would be alcohol, water, and last but not the least, the essential oil that predicts the smell of the perfume itself. Remember that the composition varies from one manufacturer to another, and these are mainly attributed to the percentage of essential oil present such as eau de toilette and more. Next, we have the essential oil. I mentioned earlier that essential oils are the main attributes to the fragrances that we use, such as perfumes. So, what are essential oils? Well, these are often extracted from plants through distillation. These are flammable compounds which are soluble in alcohol and ether, but is insoluble in water. We have to take note that in essential oils, these are complex mixtures that may contain 300 or more different compounds. And we classify the essential oils as the different chemical classes of essential oil. But remember that these families are only the common examples and will not be limited to these only. Here we have the example as such as the structure of these compounds such as the alcohols, aldehydes, ketones, esters, amines, amides, and phenols. The term hetero refers to the presence of different elements in the ring, typically nitrogen, which is shown in the picture, oxygen or sulfur, in addition to carbon. Heterocycles play a crucial role in many biological processes and have diverse applications in fields such as the pharmaceuticals, material science, and agrochemicals. Last, we have the most common type. We have terpene. Majority of the essential oil components belong to the terpene family, such as the functionalized derivatives of other chemical classes of essential oils. This means that from one class or one chemical class, they can go or under a reaction and result to a member of the terpene family, which is the most common type of essential oil that we use in the industry. We take note that these are compounds based on isoprene, which have the chemical formula of C5H8. And there is also the use of carrier oil. So we don't necessarily expect to have a 100% composition of essential oil, especially considering the cost it takes to extract these even at large scale industries, and also the practicality and the nature of use.
Now that we have learned about the chemistry of fragrances and spices, you might be curious, how exactly does the manufacturing process of these substances work? The process of creating a perfume entails the gathering of various ingredients followed by the extraction of oils through techniques such as solvent extraction. The resulting oils are then blended, aged, and subjected to quality control measures. Similar to the production of a high quality wine, the creation of a perfume requires a significant amount of time and effort. Oh, and by the way, did you know that the numerous perfume making techniques that were used since the ancient times are still being done by renowned perfume manufacturers? Amazing, right? Of course, the techniques and mixtures have undergone refinement and optimization by professionals and scientists. However, certain procedures, such as expression, remain similar to their initial versions. Let us begin with the ingredients that are used to make perfume. Generally, the process of producing perfumes involves the extraction of scented oil from natural ingredients. Now that we are aware what ingredients are typically used in the perfume making process, let us proceed to extraction. In the process of producing a perfume or cologne, it is necessary to extract the oils from natural ingredients. There are multiple methods available for conducting essential oil extraction, including solvent extraction, steam distillation, expression, enfleurage, and maceration. But how do these extraction processes differ? First is solvent extraction. This method involves placing plants into large rotating drums. These plants are then covered with either petroleum ether or benzene. As we utilize different solvents, the plant components gradually dissolve, resulting in a waxy substance that encompasses the oils. Afterwards, the substance is placed in ethyl alcohol, which dissolves and then burns the oil. This results in a perfume oil that is highly concentrated. The second method is called steam distillation. Steam distillation involves the introduction of natural materials into a still. The materials remain in the still until the extraction process is completed. By the end of the process, the substance obtained is subsequently conveyed through tubes where it undergoes a cooling process and is transformed into a liquid state. Apart from the process of steaming, it is also possible to extract oils from plant materials through boiling in water. The third method is called the expression method. It is a traditional extraction technique that makes use of a straightforward procedure and has been in use for a really long time. The plant is pressed either mechanically or manually until all of the solids are removed. This is frequently employed to extract citrus oils. The fourth method is enfleurage. It is a technique where sizable glass sheets are coated with grease, onto which flowers or other plant materials are evenly spread. Subsequently, the glass sheets are arranged in layers amidst wooden frames. The flowers are manually relocated and substituted until the grease can assimilate the fragrance. The fifth and last method is called maceration. Similar to enfleurage, This process involves the use of foreign fats to absorb fragrance, but without the use of grease. The process involves dissolving the fats in alcohol to extract the essential oils. Blending the ingredients. The process of making a scent begins once the essential oils are removed and collected. After choosing all of the ingredients, they need to be mixed together. The oils are mixed according to a recipe or a formula set by a professional in the perfume business who is often called a nose. Many of these formulas took years to carefully make, and they have often hundreds of different parts. Furthermore, as a general rule of thumb, if more essential oil is added to a certain perfume, the stronger and more expensive it will be. Aging process. After the scent has been thoroughly blended, high quality, pure perfumes are often aged for months or even years. This is done to make sure that the right smell is made. The different scents or notes can really come together after they've been aged. Perfumes are made up of top notes, which give the smell body, and base notes, which make the flavor last. Quality control. The last and most important part of the cologne making process is what we call the quality control. This process ensures that the final perfume product does not have any dangerous, illegal, or unwanted ingredients. This protects both the brand's image and, more importantly, the public's health.